Hey guys, Marsengan here, bringing you a Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so now we are going to jump in and take a look at 55% level 1 links, freshly summoned Dokkan Fest LR Omega Shenron. So this is his intro. Okay. Oh yeah, we've also got the AGL LR Omega Shenron on the team as well, so we get to see his intro again. He actually kind of gets made somewhat viable by this new Omega, because Omega gives so much extra support to GT bosses. See, I hate to say it, but like I feel like this AGL Omega, I feel like his intro is better than the new one in terms of like the quality and everything. Alright, so we do have our new character sprite. Oh, nice. So he doesn't have like a continuous aura, but he just has the like... Yeah, that's very cool. Alright, so physical LR Omega Shenron. Got his like negative energy domain is sort of like the LR art. That's cool. I hadn't seen the animated LR fully, so like the lightning flashes and then it kind of gives him that shadowed appearance with the white eyes. That looks super sick, so that's very cool. Alright, so Omega Shenron, very good extreme team kind of build leader skill, right? Inhuman Deeds, Power Absorption, or GT bosses, 3 key, HP 200, and then attack and defense 170. Additional 50% for Shadow Dragon Saga, Worldwide Chaos, or Battle of Fate. So he's got a ton of units that can go on his team, which is really what Extreme needed, so that's really good. His 12 key super raises defense for 1 turn, does colossal damage and greatly lowers attack and defense. His 18 key greatly raises defense for 4 turns, mega colossal damage to all enemies, it's an AoE, and disables an enemy action as well. So obviously if it's hitting multiple enemies, it disables an action from everybody, which is really cool. And then we get our entrance animation as long as all allies are extreme. Extreme class allies chance to crit 20% and randomly change tech or AGL key spheres to rainbow for 1 turn. And then launch an additional super and extreme class allies 2 key and 70% attack for 4 turns. Then his basic effects, 3 key, 300% attack and defense, additional key per key sphere, 50% damage reduction, randomly change physical or int orbs to rainbow. As long as you pick up 1 rainbow orb, he gives extreme class allies 70% defense and 10% damage reduction for characters who are GT bosses. So that's going to be really, really good. When attacking, he gets 150 attack. When key is 18 or more, 150 attack and 150 defense when receiving an attack. 24 key gives him guaranteed crit. When receiving an unarmed super attack, he has a great chance to nullify or guaranteed if it's 70% or less HP. He also counters as well, it's not just nullify. And then after performing 5 or more attacks, extreme class allies 2 key and chance to crit 20%, and randomly change tech or AGL key spheres to rainbow. So he does have a domain, which is creating the Earth shrouded in minus energy. Can be activated when there's another Inhuman Deeds, Power Absorption, or GT boss's ally in the same turn, or after performing 5 or more attacks. But obviously, with the team build that he has, with his leader skill, you're basically just always going to be able to use it straight away on turn 1. So we're going to go ahead and throw that out here now.
Since the minus energy was released, it's now a matter of time before this planet is dead. I can feel the planet dying underneath me.
Okay. So domain activated. So we've got the Earth shrouded in minus energy, Inhuman Deeds, Power Absorption, or GT bosses, enemies and allies, plus 25% attack, increased damage received by superclass enemies by 20%, and an additional 10% for characters who are Earth protecting heroes, fused fighters, or GT heroes. So straight away we've got 190k defense. I just realized they're both Omega Shenron, so they actually don't link. So he'll be good on this team, but you can't put them together, which is kind of annoying. So One big thing to remember as well, which I talk about this all the time when we do these 55% showcases, for extreme characters that have big bad bosses, it's going to be a big deal that he's not able to just have big bad bosses active, right? So, but yeah, let's go ahead and do this and see how we go. So we get a bunch of extra defense when we get hit. 27.4 million. Now bear in mind, whilst that's not as much as Gogeta obviously had like most of his links active in the showcase that we did. But then we get the additional 16.3. The big thing, Omega's in a very similar spot to Rose, where just on release, Gogeta's team is already really good, whereas Omega's team needs a lot of these buffs that are coming up. Like we know we're getting 10 GT characters easy A's. The Int LR Shadow Dragons, that Tech Sin, like those characters getting their easy A's are going to be really, really good. And then, of course, we just got, with the release of the banners as well, we've got the, what's it called? The STR Nova Shenron LR that you can farm up, who will probably be quite good on this team as well, and will be a good slot 2 partner for Omega. But, I mean, I haven't even touched that event yet. This is literally, we are doing the freshly pulled off the banner 55% showcases. So this team will only improve as we get more stuff going. So we got the support from AGL Rose on this turn, so that puts this guy up to 38 million. The friend is only 55% as well. Well, actually, I didn't check the links. I assumed that the friend was full level 1 links as well, but they might actually be link leveled potentially. We've got Baby with the temporary buff, 58 million. It's pretty good. And obviously guaranteed crits. So I mean, yeah, this team is going to be very powerful because the domain makes you do so much extra damage to superclass enemies, especially if they are of the right categories and everything. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. Let's let Rose go first. So Rose is going to super and give everybody, because it's all just allies, isn't it? Yeah, allies attack by 60%. Then Omega can go. Full 24 key. We got the rainbow orbs, so everybody gets the extra defense. And remember, he greatly raises for 4 turns. So he raised his defense on turn 1, but now still has that raise. So he's at 385k. And bear in mind now that because both Omegas are in play and have both picked up rainbow orbs, like he's got 70% damage reduction. Because we're getting the 70% defense and 10% damage reduction from the Omega from the previous turn. And now that he's picked up a rainbow orb, he has it as well. So he has 385k defense. When he gets hit, he gets an extra 150k. So what is that? And bear in mind, again, this is all without big bad bosses. So he's at 385,170. Then when he gets hit, he's going to get an extra 150%. So he's going to go up to 962k defense, but he also has 70% damage reduction. So, like, yeah, like I think he would tank even like a, let's do like a 6 million. 6 million damage super, minus 70%. Does 1.8. So he'd take like 800k from a 6 million damage super. But that's pre-supering as well. Because remember, he's going to greatly raise his defense on super again when he actually attacks. So defensively, pretty strong. And this is also without big bad bosses active, like I said, right? We need to drop to, at link level 1, you need to drop to 80% HP for big bad bosses to be active. So once we get that extra little boost as well, it's going to be even higher numbers for this guy. Rose being on his team is obviously really helpful as well. Rose is very good. Getting that full 220 lead. Yeah, 34.8 million. And that's with no support on this rotation. Apart from the, well, if he's getting the support from the Rose super attack effect, obviously. But just think, like, the Int Shadow Dragons are support, so if their Easy A is good, that's going to be a massive buff for this team. The Tech Sin that's getting an Easy A potentially will be a massive buff for him as well. That Tech Sin is very orb required, reliant in terms of number of orbs, but Omega's an orb changer, so yeah, it's going to be awesome. And then you get to turn 4, the domain runs out, so then you go ahead and domain again. So let's skip that animation because we've seen it once already. Let's just get the domain back up. And then we have the AGL Omega. What's his active skill? Can't remember since when I last used this guy. Greatly raises attack temporarily, ultimate damage, lowers attack and defense by 30% for 1 turn, and disables the enemy action. So let's go ahead and do that, because we can attack lower this Vegito Blue, which is nice. Okay, so do that, get the Rainbow Orbs for AGL Omega. Yeah, so physical Omega's looking very good, like very strong defensively. 36 million attack again at level 1 links, 55%, like no big bad bosses. Pretty good, considering he's going to be pretty strong defensively. The action break on the 18 key super is nice as well. And then yeah, he's lowering attack. Of course we break all of those actions and he still gets supered. Now bear in mind he doesn't have guard and he has type disadvantage here. And he just takes double-digit damage, okay? And then Baby with the 57 million attack stat whilst also lowering attack. Jeez. And remember, like, the domain is making Vegito take extra damage because he also is a fused fighter, so all the extra damage from the domain thing is in full play. So... yeah, of course he supers AGL Omega. But I mean, he probably post-supering even tanks this for double digits as well. Yup. It's pretty good. So get the Rainbow Orbs, we get the extra buff. So now he's at, yeah, 400k defense start of turn. Like, bro, that's pretty good. Celebrations are the worst of all time. Oh, the summons. Oof. Yeah, I've seen some very mixed luck from people. A lot of people got lucky off the free tickets, and then a lot of other people just have had really bad luck, seemingly, with part 2 so far. Which is unfortunate. But yeah, Omega just eating all of these attacks. Again, getting supered, type disadvantage. I mean, Vegito has been very heavily attack loaded at this point. It's like 400k. I guess, to be fair, the Omega active in the previous turn gave a massive debuff. Because this Vegito Blue can still hit you pretty hard. That's the only thing about Omega that makes him a bit of a liability defensively, I guess, is against STR bosses. Because he has a similar sort of like damage reduction and defense on hit buff that Gogeta has, but Gogeta has guard, and Omega doesn't. So... and that can definitely make a big difference. Okay, so... oh, I must have healed at the end of the turn. I was going to say, how am I not on 50% or 40% or less HP to get the... to get the Great 8 transformation with Baby. Let's get out of there. Alright, so Sword of Hope Trunks. Do we have the revival active for Omega yet? What is his revival condition? I can't even remember. The character is in the same turn as cared. Oh, if HP is 50% or less, okay. Now the problem with this this Trunks is it does hit really hard in slot 1. I mean, let's see what happens with Omega here. But yeah, I mean, I think Omega, this like first look at him, I feel like he's pretty damn good considering his team really does still need some more buffs. Which are coming in this celebration. Like I said, we've got the Nova that is technically already out. I just haven't farmed him yet. The Easy A's that are upcoming. But yeah, so slot 1, tanking a super is going to be a bit awkward. But yeah, again, extreme characters especially, like if you've got big bad bosses, being at level 1 links is not ideal. But yeah, I mean, Omega seems pretty good. Obviously, he's not as good as Gogeta. Gogeta is, I would say, probably the best unit in the game now, but I need to do some more testing with him and try him out on some other teams as well. But yeah, Omega is pretty solid. We just need to finish like fully building out his team. So I mean, farming up the Nova Shenron is probably the next thing I'm going to do. And of course I need to get the medals to Awaken Pan and have her on Gogeta's team. So we've got plenty of stuff to be working on to improve these teams. But let me know what you guys think of Omega Shenron down below in the comment section. Did you summon for him? Did you get him? Let me know all of your thoughts down below. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.